feel like it's something I want to share with everybody. I'd rather do it afterwards alone. But one of the things I want to say was that Daniel was like, a laid back, cool, fun-loving, mellow guy that I fed off of to help me keep. He was like a complete opposite of me, and we're cousins, but we're like brothers. And ever since Argentina, when we were kids in Itapi, and we had like an instant bond, I think, because we were so close in age together. And you know, our friendship and brotherhood was like forged in some pretty rough times. We were tight, and when he came to the States, and I was already here, and we just picked up right off when we left off. And that was kind of like the legacy of our relationship, was that whenever we drifted away, you know, for a couple months or whatever, we'd call each other up. I'd call him up, he'd call me, or swing by the house and come visit and stay a couple days and do whatever we were doing. And everything was like right back to the same way it was when we had left off. And I just loved the way he was so into life and so into, you know, things were okay. You know, I was so high strung, I'm always so intense, and he would find the joy in the simple things. You know, he'd play with my kids and, you know, tell me that, che, pisuto, you know, it's all gonna be okay, you know. We'd have this thing where he'd call me on the phone, and every time we'd pick up the phone, che, boludo, ¿qué es eso? You know, it's like, hey, dumbass, you know? And just such a carefree sort of feeling, and I know that there was a lot of things that we held deep inside ourselves that bothered us, and we talk about them, but you know, we had very different opinions on life and religion, and we would still be able to come together and talk about things, even though our opinions were completely different. I remember one time it's Thanksgiving, and we stayed up, I think it was like 8 or 10 hours, and all we did was talk. And you know, I know that it's not something that we talk about often, but when you lose somebody that's so close to you, you just can't help but feel like a sense of, man, if I would have just, you know, talked to him longer, hung out with him a bit when he was trying to reach out, you know, things would be different. And I'd have failed to do that, you know. And so I'm not hijacking anything from y'all being his brothers, but I do feel like, you know, he was my brother too. And you know, the last, you know, year or so, I've been just dealing with some crazy guilt feelings, and it's just really at a point where I know he would never want me to feel that way. And I just want to live my life more like he lived his life. Positive way, finding the joys in simple things, playing his music, trying to be happy. And
yeah, so I got away from all that. He's took things a different way. So.
He had his doubts too. But you know, out of the loss, I think can come hope towards the way we live our lives. And this is what I'm getting to, is that the best way to honor somebody, I've never done a funeral, I've never done any kind of anything like that, because I feel like if you really cared about the person, you would honor them in the way you live your life. And the reason I'm here today is I think I want that to be my commitment to, you know, share with others what he shared with me. Was you know, if you can't give somebody something good, don't give them anything at all. He didn't come with burdens to download on me ever.
Just give him what you got.
And he came always giving something positive and, you know, calming. And that's kind of what I want to project that back in my way of living. You know, to honor his time here and his existence. That's all I got. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Christian.
You want me to hold that camera?
No, all right.
You alright?
Yeah.